welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I'm Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here, kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is my review recap. Tyler Perry Sistas, Too Close to Home, Season 6, Episode 15. Chill, y'all. Chill, y'all. I can't take it no more, okay? I can't take it no more. They got little Michael, alright? Michael over here getting abused. Apparently, he got bruises all over him, pointing to the spots that hurt. He hungry, okay? He need a bath. He done been sitting in his feces, child. What is going on? What is Heather doing on over there, child? What is happening? Meanwhile, Danny, girl, I want to wring your freaking neck. Girl, you got me aggravated, irritated. Child, Lord of mercy, you working my soul and my spirit, okay? Why are you sitting here playing these damn games with Preston, girl? For real, that's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. And why is Sabrina going over here telling Maurice about, oh, that your bail is about to get revoked? I could have sworn the DA told Logan last week to throw that daggone case out, leave them the hell alone. He better not see them messing with them. What is really happening here, child? Meanwhile, freaking Karen coming over here. I apologize. Okay, apologizing to damn Andy, giving her the update on running into Zach and Fatima in the store and getting the update from Andy about her date. And we talking about some, come on, girl, let me see your belly, all right? Oh, I see it. It's poking out. It's showing, and I'm seeing that. Child, last week when that belly was poking out a little bit and we over here rubbing it and walking with our hand on our back and all this extra shit, and we find out we got 7 whole damn another months to go, okay, which is 7 years in Tyler Perry months. I said, I know y'all freaking lying, but nonetheless, I digress. She say she gonna go on over to the salon, and I said I could have sworn we were supposed to be going to the doctor, but maybe I'm confused, okay? Child, let's go ahead and get into this episode. Break it on down, take it from the top. You know how we do. So, like I said, y'all, we picked up literally where we left off. We was over here in the freaking supermarket, okay? And we bump into Karen. Karen shocked to see us. We shocked to see Karen. And, it's a little awkward. And, of course, she's basically trying to figure out who the heck Michael is. This is her first time seeing him, which is understandable. She was out there and did bump into Heather that first night when Heather was telling Zach that it was his baby. So she like, is this the child of the girl that was there at the house that time? Yeah, yes it is, right? And oh, did you take a DNA test even though I can clearly look and see that this child is yours? He got your whole face and it's like, yes it is. Well, what do you want, Karen? What are you trying to say, Karen? What do you want to do, Karen? Because right now we ain't in the mood to talk. And she's basically saying she wants to know how her child is going to fit into this whole equation and what he going to be doing with him. He over here talking about, Karen, have you ever seen me hurt a child? Well, I ain't never even seen you with a child. Then we end our feelings because he calling Fatima baby. Yeah, I always call her baby. I've been calling her baby and boop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And so basically, we turn around and we end up being like, I'm not going to talk to her. I'm just going to walk away. And she begins to follow them or whatever. And then when we get at the register, he's like, I'm going to go ahead and take Michael and put him in the car. So she's basically like, oh, you just going to strap him in the car and you're not going to put no tag on, child seat or whatever there for him. And so here go Fatima, look, Karen, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure you're going to be a good mother, whatever the case may be. And when it's all said and done, we ain't going to come and find your child sitting in feces. We're not going to find him, being abused and by having different men coming in and out the way that we found this little boy. So yeah, no, right now we not thinking about that. We literally just went and picked him up and we trying to just make sure that we get the little necessities that we could get for right now and take him home. It's late, he tired, he's sleeping, he hungry and all of that. And Karen is just looking like, whoa, and she like, yeah, girl, that's what it basically is. That's what we dealing with right now, right? And then she again says that we're going to have to be co-parenting. We're going to be able, have to get on the same page and be able to conversate with each other, which is a conversation that we have before. So Fatima's just basically like, yeah, girl, I thought we already cleared that up before. Like we said that before, and I've made it clear that I would never hurt your child or any other, right? And so they got had to leave. Child, Calvin came home. I don't care about that conversation that him and Maurice had. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, right? And then Danny came home to Preston, and this just annoyed the hell out of me. She calling herself sneaking in, but he was still sitting up waiting on her or whatever, right? And he had made her something to eat, but apparently couldn't even tell her what it was. I guess that was still supposed to be when he was high as the damn sky off of one pull of weed, which I still don't understand. So they making jokes about that, and he's still saying how he never gonna smoke again. And she like, yeah, I never seen nothing like that. I guess I'm just, strong like that. I'm built like that. I'm the real MVP because they don't be having me the way that they had you, right? And he's saying how he couldn't feel his face and how he was wearing her uniform and he like, thank God you the only one that saw me that way. And she like, yeah, if you say so, right? Because we all know that Zach saw him that way too. So she says she gonna get in the shower and he like, oh, you want me to come in there and get in there with you? And she's basically like, oh no, it's okay because I gotta be up early in the morning for work anyway. I gotta be up at 10. He asking her where she get that flower from in her hair. She didn't even remember that she had it. Oh, well, just bought it from a guy that was selling it on the street. Well, where were you all this time? Oh, well, Andy was on a blind date and me and Sabrina just wanted to kind of go and be there and make sure that he wasn't no psycho or nothing. And he like, I get that, because he was like, so you have went on with her on the date and was a third wheel. And then she explained, the rest. But of course, ain't mentioned that it was two damn other guys, one being the goddamn Tony that's from her job. He gonna go ahead and, leave that part out. And so she just kept telling him to lay back and relax, don't worry about it, get him some more rest or whatever the case may be, and she gonna go take this shower. So as soon as she get in the bathroom and she fixing her hair and stuff, we actually end up having her get a text, I'm assuming from Tony, and she over here smiling on, looking all in the mirror or whatever, and here come, Preston saying he got to use the bathroom real quick. And he like, what was you smiling at? Oh, I know you texting Sabrina and them. I said, child, I see where it's going and I don't like it, okay? Now back over here with Fatima and them at this point, Zach is supposed to be upstairs giving the baby a bath, and she in here trying to get ready to go make something to eat, and we getting a knock, knock, knock at the door, and it's like, well, who the hell is this knocking at this time? And Karen basically is at the daggone door. She done bought the freaking car seat and a couple of other things that's in the bag for the baby, okay, and she's apologizing once again, all right? And I said, what is this? Growth? Because I would love to see it. I would love if we could stay on this page. I would love if we ain't got to keep going with the daggone drama, child, but I really will not hold my breath. But I'll take it, okay? I thought that was really nice of her. She basically was like, I just picked up some of these things and I wanted to drop them off. So Fatima's like, thank you, I appreciate it. And she asked her, do she want to come in? And she's basically like, nah, not this time, okay? Maybe sometime in the future. I'm not ready for that yet. And of course, saying that she would love it when it comes to that day and that time where she can be able to look at Zach and not feel nothing. And Fatima tells her, girl, I get it. I told you I've been there and did that, once before myself, right? And she did accept her apology or whatever the case may be. And she was saying, I don't hate Zach and I don't wish anything on any child and I will never want a child to go through anything like that. And she was basically saying how, that Zach went through these things when he was a kid too. And she said, yeah, she does know. And she was like, she get that and she understands. And she never thought that, Karen would be the type of woman that would want any child to go through anything like that. And she was like, I don't hate you either. I said, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. But we shall see how this goes. Hopefully we can stay in the place that we are at now. So she dropped off the things. And of course, Zach is asking who was that at the door. And she's like, that was Karen. She dropped off that. And he's like, oh, wow, that was nice of her. So he was like, oh, that smelled good. And he ready to go ahead and get it in and eat. And she like, well, come on, Child, so the next morning Karen comes over to Andy's house or whatever. Andy over here working out. She apologizes to Andy again as well. And she's giving, her the update. Well, last night I bumped into Fatima and Zach girl. He was over here with his baby. And she like, what? She was like, yeah, it was, crazy or whatever. That definitely is his child. And you know how she stopped over after that to take some things there, and she like, wait, you did? And what happened? She's like, nothing, it was just normal, a regular conversation from two adults. She was like, oh, one woman to another, you know, woman to woman. So she was like, yeah. She was like, okay, well, that was good. And then Andy proceeds to tell her about her date and how she liking it so far, how we had this bus ride, all right, and how, you know, Sabrina and Danny even liked it too, and we all seem to be coming together. They was the male versions of them, you know, they close with each other just like how they are. So she like, okay, girl, that's cool. So then we start talking about some, oh girl, let me see your belly, okay, come on over here, let me rub on it. Oh, you showing a little bit, girl. And it's like, yeah, it's gonna pop out any day. You know, my mama told me one day it's just gonna pop out. And so, you know, we getting excited about that, but we also are nervous and scared and saying how, you know, yeah, we had to tell Aaron we giving him the boot, and, you know, we basically had to go ahead and just try to, you know, say that we're gonna go on with our lives on our own by ourselves. All right, it's not gonna be that story that it used to be from back in the days. Okay, we making that change. I said, I hope so. You know, so she was like, oh well, how did that go with you giving, you know, him the boot? Of course he wasn't happy, but it ain't nothing we could do about that. It is what it is. And so, you know, now we are saying we just gonna focus on ourselves and the baby. And then, you know, Andy says she gotta start taking a shower and getting ready to go to work. And she's like, all right, well, I gotta get ready to go over to, you know, the hair salon anyway. But before that, she was letting her know, like, well, you know, I had ripped up that damn check that Zach gave, which I don't know why the hell she did that, honey, because I would have still spent that damn money. But nonetheless, I'm just being honest. You know, Andy ended up telling her that she's gonna help her with that. Don't even worry about it. And she was like, thank you, I really appreciate you. You know, when it comes to things like that, you do be there for me. And Andy was saying, yeah, we all gonna be there for you. We got your back. We are your sisters. Okay, so she was like, you know, thank you, I really do appreciate it. Then basically told Andy to get her funky ass in the shower. Okay, she said, you boofing, you need to go wash up. So she leaves, and Andy got ahead to get ready for work. So now Fatima's trying to come downstairs quiet and sneak out. You got Zach and, you know, little baby Michael lay down on the couch sleeping the same way. And he like, girl, you know you wasn't going to be able to sneak out past me or whatever, right? She taking a picture of them, and he like, don't do that. He's sleeping or whatever, because she wanted to catch that. So she tell him she already set up something at the lawyer office or whatever for them to go ahead and talk to the lawyer. And also they going to have to take Michael to the doctor to get him checked, and they want to know why he's not talking, and hopefully the doctor would be able to tell them about that. And he's like, yeah, you right, I was thinking the same thing too. And he like, yeah, no, I don't know nothing about no doctors, because I haven't been to a doctor in a man long time. I said, damn, Zach, you got to change that, okay? And we know that's something that definitely be going down with these men's out here, especially don't be wanting to go to the doctor. So she was like, yeah, you going to have to get on that as soon as possible too. So she got ahead to leave, and he's saying how he gonna meet up with her later, and he gonna make sure, you know, that Michael gets something to eat. So in the meantime, you know, he got ahead to, you know, get him ready and get him something to eat. And Michael over here stuffing the damn food in his pockets. First he wouldn't eat nothing, and he was just telling him, take your time, eat whatever you want to eat. When, you know, you ready, it's all for you. And then he had to let him know, like, you ain't got to be doing that, child. I don't know what your mama had going on, but trust me, we gonna have more than enough food here. Don't even worry about it, right? And Fatima calls, and it's basically because she had a conversation with Andy. Andy had got some flowers sent from her damn date, and she giving her the update and also letting her know, like, yeah, I spoke to Karen. And Fatima's like, yeah, and what's up with Karen, okay? Is she bipolar? Like, what's really good? Do y'all need to get her checked out? Because one minute she nice, one minute she not. And mind you, when Karen came up to Andy's place, Andy was saying, I don't know which, you know, Karen I'm gonna get. So it's like, you hot, you cold, you in the mix. But Andy was like, nah, she good. She's really doing okay now, whatever, right? So she had told her she needed to step out for a minute, and was giving her some flowers, and said she set everything up so that Andy would be able to do her meeting, and she needs to step away for a minute because she's trying to help Zach, of course, with the lawyer situation. So when she called him, you know, he's telling her about the whole thing of him stuffing the food in his pockets as well. And he's saying that they about to be on the way to her, whatever. And she said, well, you and the lawyer probably would get here like around the same time. Now, Sabrina comes and is telling Dan Maurice, about this bell being revoked and about him being right about the way Bayo was acting and he was homophobic and she ain't gonna mess with nobody that type of way. And she's like, come with me to Andy's office because I'm gonna go talk to her and see what we could do. And I'm just still confused by that because I'm like, well, didn't, like I said, he say that the case was getting dropped or whatever, right? I guess maybe they don't know about that yet. But he was basically saying that Andy never liked him, and she's like, Andy's not homophobic, and he's like, no, I'm not saying she homophobic, but I am saying she never liked me. She jealous of me. Y'all already know how Maurice is. So then he's like, okay, since we in a hurry, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my dress and best dress and best pumps and this and that, and make her be jealous of me and whoop de whoop de woo, right? So we say we gonna go on over and talk to Andy. In the meantime, damn, Danny getting, ready for work now. And Preston like, yo, what's really going on? He's like, I'm picking up a funny vibe from you and I'm just trying to check in with you. Like, are you really all in with this? Do you still want me here? I don't want you to wake up one day and be like, I don't want you here no more. And she's like, oh, I would never do that. He's like, yeah, but you did that once before. Let's not act like you didn't. You talking to me. So I need to know where your head is at and that we still on the same page. And she's like, yeah, we on the same page. I'm just trying to get out of here early because I want to beat the traffic. I said, Danny, I'm about to beat your damn behind because lies, okay? That is all lies that you saying right now, sis. Like, maybe you could put one over on Dan Preston, but you sure as hell ain't putting one on over on me. So, nonetheless, she's still going on telling him, no, everything is fine. Nothing has changed. She just trying to beat the traffic. She just want to get there early. I said, so Danny, now you getting to work extra early so you could go see Tony. Okay, girl, whatever. So basically, Preston is like, okay, as long as you saying we good. And she's like, yeah, we are. Make sure you get out the house today and, you go outside for a minute or whatever. And he's like, give me a kiss. And she go ahead and give him a kiss. And he's like, see, that's what I was waiting for or whatever, right? And she's saying how she gonna see him later when she get home. And he's like, all right, if you say so. So, child, Zach, bends down to talk to Michael and just let him know, like, you're safe, you're going to be okay, you're going to have everything that you need, you're going to have the food that you need, the care that you need now that you're here with me. You eat whatever you want to eat. It did make me smile. I thought it was so cute when he kept pulling out more and more of the crumbs and still having something else left inside his pocket to give to Zach. And he like, Zach, how much stuff you done put down in there, whatever. And then he picks him up and he's like, okay, come on, let's go see this judge. And of course, as he's getting ready to walk out the door, who the heck you think he walked into? But now had to come in because even before Fatima had left, she was like, do you think, you want to go ahead and call Heather and let her know what's going on and that we got him? I'm pretty sure by now she knows that we got him. And she's like, yeah, it is a little weird that she hasn't called us yet because Zach was saying she haven't called. But it's like, still let's call her. And I feel like Zach should have did that because now Heather done popped up at the damn door. Of course, we end the episode off with her popping up at the door and telling the officer, like, that's him. And she's yanking Michael out of his hands. And he's like, yo, don't grab him like that or whatever the case may be. And he is saying, what's going on or whatever. So, of course, now it's going to look bad for Zach because of the fact that he just took him like that. At the end of the day, even if he felt like he was being abused, I feel like he should have called the cops and put in a report before she could have, and she is still technically his legal guardian. So we going to see how all that's going to play out. We already know that he about to, fight for Michael or whatever the case may be. And, yeah, y'all, that was pretty much the episode. Put it in the comments. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, all that good stuff. Okay, what you rated. Honey child, what you think we gonna get next week? Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Till next time. Toodaloo.